Planes are a pretty safe way to travel. Millions of dollars are spent to keep passengers safe. But every so often, something goes wrong. And last week, a flight carrying more than 200 people disappeared over the middle of the ocean. Some wreckage has been found and some bodies, but it doesn't look like there were any survivors. So, what happened? Sarah has a look at the mystery of Flight 447.
Every day, more than 3 million people around the world catch a commercial plane flight. It can be for business, holidays, or to meet friends and family. Planes keep people connected, so when something goes wrong, everyone gets worried. And that's what happened last week. Air France Flight 447 left Rio de Janeiro in Brazil on its way to Paris in France. But in the middle of the night, it disappeared. As ships and planes began searching, friends and family were told to expect the worst. The plane had probably crashed into the ocean, leaving no survivors. Now they want answers. Piecing together a plane crash is a detective job as big as any you'd see on TV. Specialist investigators go to the crash site as soon as they can. What looks like wreckage to us is important evidence to a trained eye. A scratch here, a burn mark there, maybe traces of explosives. They collect every piece they can find and put them all back together like a jigsaw puzzle. But perhaps the best piece of evidence is this, the black box flight recorder. There are two of these in most large planes, one recording flight data and the other recording the pilot's voices. Together, they tell a detailed story of the plane's last moments. The first thing you'll probably notice is they're not black, they're orange, which makes it easier to find after a crash. But the most important thing is how they're built. These babies are super strong. They can survive an impact more than 3,000 times their own weight. They can survive in a fire for an hour, and they're waterproof. They're even designed to be found in water with something called a pinger beacon. It emits a pulse of sound once it hits the water that can be picked up by receivers if they get close enough. Ships and mini-submarines have made their way to the crash zone, looking for signs of Flight 447's black boxes, but getting them back could be tricky. The ocean in the area is more than 3 k's deep and currents are strong. Unless more wreckage is found, solving this case could be difficult. There are other clues to look at, like the weather. The plane was flying over the equator, where winds